Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside the Newsroom. I'm Maddie Paul, and behind me is our KELOLAND live camera from Mobridge. This is Inside the Newsroom. We bring you the trending stories of the KELOLAND area, and we bring on our newsroom staff members to talk about these trending stories because they're the ones who've created them and gathered the community to be a part of these stories. So stay tuned for more of our newsroom staff members coming on for the show. And also stay tuned this week for some show updates on KELOLAND Plus before the start of the new year. It's crazy to think that that's already right around the corner, but I guess we should get through the holidays first, right? But before the start of the new year, we got some updates coming to KELOLAND Plus that you should be a part of. So stay tuned for those updates, from church services to having the original Yule log videos from 1966 to 1970 and the 70th anniversary finale for Captain 11, because we've been honoring that this entire year, the 70th anniversary. And so we will have a final show to wrap up the year and our anniversary plans for that. And again, we'll have more announcements to make during this week. So stay tuned right here on KELOLAND Plus and KELOLAND News for those updates. But let's get right into Inside the Newsroom, what the show is all about. Let's get in our newsroom staff members and let's talk about trending stories. Coming up after the break, we're looking at a recent DOC report highlighting some elements that we should be aware of before the start of the 2026 legislative session. So stay with us. We'll be right back on Inside the Newsroom. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. A newly released annual report from the South Dakota Department of Corrections sheds some light on the state's recidivism rates, the average cost per inmate, and more. Our digital reporter, Michael Dorn, took a look at this DOC report in a recent KELOLAND.com original story, and we'll break down just a few of those details today. Michael, this is a big report to go through, and we did include a link on your story for people to reference that full report themselves. But for you, as you wrote this story, what kind of elements did you want to highlight the most from the report?
Yeah, I think there's a very good couple of things in here. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to include everything from that 138-page report here, but I did want to hit a couple of the highlights here. I think a lot of people, when they think about prisons, it's cost, recidivism, and assault and death rates, I think, are the big things that people care about in a report like this, and that's kind of what I wanted to hit on with my story here.
Right. And I want to kind of break down just a couple of those instances too, because in your story, we learned that the report says that the average daily cost for an offender has actually increased from the day before. And this section of your story has a lot of data that backs this up, such as prison population and descriptions about what offenders are and so on. So as you were writing, how did you decide which elements in that kind of like backup data that you wanted to include in each section of the story?
Yeah, I think it's kind of important to approach that with the proper context. They included a lot of data in this, and I wanted to include that data in my story as well here. So if you look here, I included a lot of graphs here in the story, just kind of breaking that down, showing this off. For example, like this statistic right here that shows the prison rates and where they're at and how they're expected to increase. They go on to say a lot of these prices are increasing, which is to be expected. And also the numbers are also expected to see an increase here as well. This is just what they are expecting here in the DOC. So I think it's important to kind of show that, and a graph like that can probably show it better than I can tell it in words.
Right. In the report, it revealed that in 2025, South Dakota had a 50% recidivism rate, and that's the highest that it's been many years. And this rate made its way into the headline of your story. And of course, we've done a lot of stories within KELOLAND News about recidivism in South Dakota. So why did you want to highlight that statistic in the headline of your story?
Yeah, because it's not the last time we're going to hear about recidivism rates, most certainly. There's an ongoing task force regarding recidivism here in South Dakota now that we have a new prison that's currently ongoing in that process. But this is not the last we are going to hear of this, and I think it's important to have this data to kind of reference back to, because this is what the lawmakers will be. This is the data they will be using to kind of guide their decisions in the upcoming legislative session. So it's important to kind of look at this data, see it, and realize that this is where the rates are at, this is where they have been, and this is kind of where they're predicted to go.
Right. And you bring up a good point. Like, as we are looking ahead to the 2026 legislative session, what do you hope viewers take away from your story? Is it to understand what the numbers are right now? Is it to go ahead and like look at the numbers for themselves? What do you hope viewers learn?
Yeah, I think they understand those numbers, realize what those numbers are, kind of see those trends of what the DOC is putting out here, and kind of walk away with the knowledge of like where these things are trending, where they're going, and what's happening kind of with the DOC and within our prison system here.
Absolutely. Michael, thank you so much for being here at the Digital Desk to talk about this story. And still to come on Inside the Newsroom, we're creating connections over coffee. Learn more about this Eye on KELOLAND story when we come back after the break. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. A few times each month, local entrepreneurs and business owners gather in downtown Sioux Falls for professional and personal conversations. And they're all women. The event is known as Coffee and Connections. In a recent Eye on KELOLAND story, Travis Fossing showed us how it's helping women share ideas, experiences, and even opportunities. And he's here now to share more details about this story. But I want to start off by asking Travis, how did you even learn about this story idea?
Well, I'd come across this a few years ago and done a shorter version story about 2 years ago at a different location. They've now moved into the Jones 421 building and just go to a little common area and hang out, have coffee. It's anywhere from 6 women to 40 women, depending on the month. And I just thought, well, now would be a good time to follow up. And I had talked to the founder of it, Kim Vanderpool, and she had said, well, that time really wasn't going to work out great because there was a business conference in town that most of the women were attending. So she said, well, how about you come back in December? We're going to be having our 7th anniversary. And I said, yeah, let's do it.
I love it. We got the anniversary this month. We have that permanent meetup spot and learning more about coffee and connections, because this is an Eye on KELOLAND story.
Yeah.
You're able to do and cover a lot more elements than a typical story that we would just see on a daily basis. So when you were putting together this story, and because it's an Eye on KELOLAND story, how did you decide what type of angle you're going to take, or what you're supposed to narrow down, what kind of topics you want to grab and hold? So how did you do that for this story, narrow down an angle?
Well, more than anything, I wanted to make sure that the women, the business owners, the entrepreneurs were part of this story in a little more extended version where we were able to introduce them. We had a dog groomer, so we were able to go to her in-home business and get video of her, taking care of some dogs, and just wanted to talk to her about her business, but also why she decides to come to Coffee and Connections. And she said, you know what, it's for business. She gets referrals from that, but at the same time, it's for the friendship. She said they have groups that go out hiking every couple of weekends, and also talked to a bookkeeper. And the bookkeeper was a person, again, that is at home by herself with her job, working from home, and likes to get out and just interact with people and also have those business connections. So really just wanted to meet and introduce some people behind. Who are these people that go to Coffee and Connections?
Since learning about the people was so important for you in the story, what was the atmosphere like when you actually showed up to that meeting? And how did that atmosphere find its way into your story, in your opinion?
Well, we say there's anywhere from 6 people to 40 people, depending on the week. Well, there are about a dozen people that were there the Thursday that we showed up. And she admits it can get loud. And that was part of the reason they had to leave their former location, come to this new location in the Jones 421 building, is they just have a little more time and ability to talk without disturbing other people.
I see.
And a lot of conversation, a lot of laughter, and they're just enjoying each other's company.
I love that you say all that too, because it did feel very lively. You did a stand up and the women were behind you during their meeting, and like you could just hear the conversations in the background. So it really felt alive in that space for this meeting. And as you were writing and putting this story together, I'm just a little curious, how do you decide when you were going to speak or explain something in the story? Like, what is the balance for you, like when you decide which sound bites to use versus when you should speak yourself?
Well, unless I'm trying to get a specific point across, I like being able to let them tell the story. So, I'm not saying I'm trying to talk as little as possible because I like talking, but at the same time, it's them. It's about them, and I want you to hear it coming from their mouth and in their words.
Yeah.
So, I mean, more than anything, I just want them to be able to tell their story. And, I'll fit myself into a story where, I'm looking at it like, okay, how do I fit into this? And that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to sit in front of the group. I didn't tell them to, okay, bring it down a notch. I'm just,
Right.
I'm their part of their event. And that's what I wanted, like the stand up to the story to portray.
Yeah, I think that worked really well in this case. And for you, since this is kind of an update to something that you've been following for a long time, what's been your biggest takeaway for this Eye on KELOLAND story?
Well, I think it's just about the growth. I mean, they want to see some different aspects, maybe get together on a more professional level so it's not all about coffee. But then I talked to some of the people that show up and they said, I hope nothing changes with this. So they're growing as a group. But she also said that one thing that she really likes, and this would be the founder, is she's saying that more of these are popping up around town. So you're able to have these female business owners go out and find a group that's fitting to them. So not everybody goes to Coffee and Connections. They said, everybody is welcome. If you're a female in the business world of any kind, come on out. But at the same time, she was just happy that more of these groups are popping up and more opportunities for the people to get out.
Travis, thank you so much for sharing all these details here at the Digital Desk. And everyone, if you want to watch Travis's story, you can. It is now on KELOLAND.com, so you can find it on our Eye on KELOLAND section, or stay tuned on KELOLAND Plus tonight at 6:30, where we have Eye on KELOLAND Rewind, where we just rewind back 1 week and look at all of our Eye on KELOLAND stories from the week before. But stay with us for more on Inside the Newsroom. We are going to announce 12 days of KELOLAND Plus contest winners when we come back after the break. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. It is time to celebrate 12 days of KELOLAND Plus, our contest, and we actually, Scott,
in one day we get to do 3.
that's the best part
Right?
about it. 3 strikes, we're not out. We're still winning today.
We are in.
And I programmed my Stream Deck that I use because Scott requested it for more sound effects. So it's even bigger and better today than any other day for the 12 days of KELOLAND Plus contest. So
All right, let's do it.
let's do this.
Somebody's waiting.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, proof. You win things here. This is the gift that keeps on giving here with KELOLAND News. So we actually have Jody Staples standing right over here because I will have to bring back the Roku sticks.
And he's
so that
going,
you can
just
win
say the
them."
name so I could get it in the mail.
He just wants it done. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. Our first 12 days of KELOLAND Plus winner. This is for Friday. No? Saturday. This is for Saturday's winner is Michael Sheehan from Sioux Falls.
Very good. Oh, and you got the applause button going too.
I want to hear it better, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Michael, congratulations. I have in my hand, wait, I'm looking for your name. Your name's on it. Your Roku stick. And now I'm going to hand this Roku stick.
Okay, there's one. He's ready.
We got one done.
Like
Okay.
I said, he's off camera. He's ready to go. He's got stuff to do.
I know. Well, we all have things to do, Scott. Like keep announcing these winners. I got to put in the next winner's name, though, so we can say it. So that was Saturday's winner, Michael. And now we have Sunday's winner. Are you ready, Scott Munt?
Oh, yeah. Are
Okay.
you ready?
Drum roll, please.
Yes.
Here, do you want to hold the Roku stick, Scott?
Well, then Jody has to reach
Oh,
farther.
yeah, we don't want to do that. Okay, so our next...
let's try to
our
get him
next-
upstairs and get this done.
Our next Roku stick is going to Andrea Rausch from Brandon. Congratulations, Andrea.
And Jody, it's your time. There you go. One more.
This is the applause for Jody. All right, yes, congratulations, Andrea. You were Sunday's contest winner. We have one more to get to now, and of course, this is me putting all the names into the system. You want to sing a little, Scott?
No, I don't want. I was a little worried that you were recording before we started.
Why? Because you were singing?
Yes.
Because you always sing. Oh, whatever. We're not going to do this again. All right, I have our next and last Roku stick for the day. Now, this is for Monday's winner. So today's winner. And this goes to Robin Arts from Aberdeen.
Very nice.
Congratulations, Brody, if you win.
Great. There you go. See, he's got places to be. He has to get those in the mail.
It's like Santa Claus. Yeah, he has got to go get those Roku sticks out. So yeah, I know that we will either send them to you or that you can come to the station and pick them up. I guess that preference is up to y'all for winning. So congratulations to our 3. Hold on.
Wow. I'm glad my hard work's paying off in your show. The sound effect buttons.
I know. This is literally Scott's sound effects that he's found because you all watch Weather or Not, of course, so you know this. And so I literally just copy and pasted into my little production thing. Isn't it fun how technology works?
You know, the one that's getting worn out, the button, is probably the wind.
Yeah, you use that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, man,
I miss the turkey sound. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for that one.
No turkeys for Christmas or any other holidays, you don't think?
Well, no, we got to get like a ho, ho, ho type of thing in for Santa. Got to work on something like that.
Oh, yeah. No, when you looked, do you remember that? You looked at some of the Santa noises, and they were just bizarre. There were some really weird sounds on whenever Scott finds the sound effects.
Places.
I think you should record your own.
Maybe
Please,
I
everyone
have
agree
been.
with me. You have?
Yeah. Especially the boo, boo.
That's not you. No. Nice try. No.
So how was your weekend?
It was great. I stayed in Sioux Falls.
You did?
Yeah.
And it didn't even snow? You didn't venture out like you did the last, 3 weekends prior?
Yeah, true. Every single
I'm getting
horrible
out of
weather
town."
event. Yeah, I got
Oh,
out
you
of
must
here.
be because it's snowing.
My family's back in town, and so
That's right. You had to pick up some family members, right?
Did well, yeah, that's right. Because my sister came from Omaha. She takes the Amtrak, and that
Nice.
was when we had the crazy wind last week. So I was on the road for that.
Ugh.
I was still kind of around the area. I
Okay.
don't know. But now everyone is back in Sioux Falls in my family. So like family time is like super on top of the list for me.
So are they staying through Christmas Day, or do some have to go back earlier?
Now they're staying through, I think, because
Okay.
both my brother and sister are in college right now. So they're here till like
that helps.
end of January. I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
yes, it's the best. Big family time.
All right, we'll see when we get toward the end of January. I'll try to remember to ask you.
Okay, good. Well,
So
I
you're
know
sending
that-
your family back? Yes, finally.
I promise I won't change. I love my family time. I'm surprised that you didn't work this weekend. That was one of the first things I asked you today was, did you work this weekend?
No, and I enjoyed
you-
waking up and not having any responsibility.
I was going to say, I thought you cried a little because you just missed Perry so much.
Oh, you know what? I will be in this weekend, Saturday, Sunday morning. Work with PG. Yep,
Dream team.
yep. Everyone's favorite. Boredom Busters on the weekend, right?
Yeah, that's right. We have our archives episode this week. Because last week was the Holiday Lights show.
Yes, very nice.
Spectacular.
Watched it.
You do?
Spectacular.
It's on demand now on KELOLAND Plus, everybody. Always have to plug that. You know, I said this at the beginning of the show too, Scott, because it's crazy to me that the end of the year is here and wrapping
Okay.
up. And I forgot that, like, with the end of the year means that KELOLAND News will be done with the 70th anniversary for Captain 11.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know. Thinking about that's so weird. Because, like, okay, I say this because I said this at the beginning of the show. We're going to wrap up our anniversary with the final Captain 11 episode on KELOLAND Plus.
Oh, okay.
And Jody told me that originally aired on December 28th of 1996. And so that's how we're going to wrap up our anniversary of Captain 11
Well, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like emotional, though. I don't know. Do you get emotional about the end of the year, like going into the new year?
Well, I do because, I'm sure I've disappointed a lot of people over the past year.
This is where I have to mute the mic. It's like I have to think about these questions before I ask Scott Munn anything. I swear.
Like, oh, great.
I swear.
Who's here that I ruined this year?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I won't ask you this week, but get ready for, I'm going to ask, stop it. I'll have to ask you what's on your, what is it called? New Year's
Resolution?
resolutions list. Yeah.
I better work on mine from this year. I got, week and a half left?
Yeah, you got some time.
Okay, well, good.
I think next
To
year
work
I
on my
want to read more.
2025s?
Yeah, what's your 2025 one?
I don't remember.
I
I'd
don't
have a
remember
better
mine.
memory.
I don't remember mine. I made a bingo card for 2025 too, and I don't even remember what was on those spaces.
Did you throw it away?
I think I did. I think I
So
did.
much for that.
I gotta find it. So I'll make a new bingo card because those are always fun. And it's both like,
So what do you have on a bingo card?
oh, like anything. You can have anything, like pop culture predictions, personal predictions, national, international predictions.
And you don't remember any of yours?
No. Because the year before was so good too, but they were like silly predictions.
Did you keep any of those?
I kept that one, yeah. I don't remember.
Where is it?
Oh, well, now it's gone, but I actually kept it at least.
So you're not one that likes clutter.
Oh, no. No. My grandparents can attest to this. I don't really like clutter.
So like January 2nd of 2025, you're like, oh, this bingo thing, get
Dude,
rid of it.
probably. I'm the type of person that I have to move where my bed is located like every 3 months.
Really?
I have to switch it. Like if it's like this way in the room, it's actually going to have to switch to like this way or something like that.
Wow.
So I don't know. I don't know what that means about me. Is there a psychologist watching? Please let me know what that means. I have no idea. But I just need a little change, which is funny because I don't love change. But
So if there was one watching, or is one, and they say, well, why don't you stop at my office, sit on the couch, and then we'll talk about it. And then like in month number 3, when you show up at the office, you're like, the couch is still in the same spot. You got to move it. You're not helping.
I gotta switch the couch. And that's why every psychologist watching right now won't ask me to come over now. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. Oh, can you, what's the live cam, Scott?
Mobridge.
It is Mobridge.
It's Mobridge. And a lot of brown behind you, too.
I'm actually surprised at how much the snow has melted. Even Sioux Falls. It's just been so warm.
Yeah, not much of a white Christmas for many. Piles of snow here and there.
Be
Made the comment to Melanie this weekend.
Jar.
Yeah, look at all the grass now you can see.
Yeah. The brown grass.
More and more. Yeah. Warm again this week. And by the time we hit the weekend, maybe a little colder. Chance at a couple of light snow showers as that cold air comes in. But it looks like a good week for travel.
All right, Scott, I think we're out of time. We should
Yeah,
wrap
I
this
think
up.
we're kind of searching for stuff to say.
I'm still a little blocked on the fact that Jody's so cool. Jody, hearts and sparkles, Jody. Giving us the Roku sticks. Letting us do a little bit about it. All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching Inside the Newsroom. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place at the digital desk, having more fun. Make sure you watch Weather or Not if you haven't yet, so you can learn more about some holiday plans with the weather if you'd like to. Scott Munt will help you out with that. Only on KELOLAND Plus. And until next time, have a great day, everyone.
Here it comes. There it is.